Got me? All right. Well, we started practice 12 today, coming down to the wire here, finishing up our second spring. Obviously a spring that's been watching a football team continue to improve every day. You can see their improvements. Great energy today. Again, I want to commend our guys and commend our staff on the energy level that these guys come out every day with. You had a lot of professors at practice today. This is their day. We invited our professors out to watch practice and be around, and we'll have our professor dinner tonight as we'll transition from the press conference up to have all our professors here, and our players get to invite them to dinner and sit with them and just fellowship. So it's great to see them around. I had a lot of volunteers from our children's hospital that we invited out today to come to practice and get a facility tour and just be a part of our program. Just help us as we lock arms and give back to our community and give back to our great state. And to see them around here was really, really inspirational. I thought it was a really good day offensively, probably one of the best days that they've had this spring. They've won the belt today, which was good. They've been close, but turnovers have prevented that. Today they did much better on the turnovers. While we still had 2 turnovers, they were able to execute on first down and some big plays and with opportunity to win the belt. That was good to see. Again, these guys just continue to improve on both sides of the ball, and so I'm excited about where this football program is going. We'll be back on the field on Thursday, and obviously Saturday for the spring game. So and be back out there on Monday. To where we'll close down spring practice is what we'll be dealing with during the summer work. That'll be Monday's practice. So with that, I'll open up.
Right before you left for spring, you said that the team's got to keep getting tougher. So the attack drill was instituted after that. What do you make from that standpoint?
Well, it's a mindset. It's what it is. It's a mental and physical toughness that we've got to have and we've got to be better at as a staff, as a team. From a strength staff, I mean everybody, the whole program, and that's been an emphasis that we've had. I don't want to hear excuses. Excuses take away from that mental and physical toughness that we're about. And so we've tried to incorporate drill work, and obviously competing for the belt has helped. I think that's been a huge thing for us. And again, obviously you've seen some of the drills that we're doing, and we're going to continue to do that. We'll do some more of those on Thursday. But I think it's helped. I think this football team, again, we're not where we need to be, but we're getting a lot better.
Is the professor dinner, is that something that you've done before or last year, I guess? And did you do it at SMU? And also, is it, I guess, just kind of a way to just put faces and names and just open the lines of communication? Yeah,
it's something we've been doing for quite some time, and it's an opportunity for our players to invite their professor, whichever professor they choose. We've been working on this now for several months, and they have to personally invite them to practice if they want to come, and if not, come eat dinner with them and sit with them, and then they'll introduce them to us. And just it's more or less, it's just, we're all in this together. We're all the University of Arkansas. We're all Razorbacks, and we want our professors to come out and see the life of our student athletes and the life of our football players, and be able to watch a practice and engage and take pictures. And it is something we've been doing for quite some time, and we did it last year, and so it was a very, very just something for our players to give back and to just sit and for them to see our players in a different light than just in a classroom setting.
This is the first time the offense has won it?
I believe so. There was a day that they should have won it, but because of lack of communication among some of the staffing, the support staff, they defaulted the belt. It's on everybody.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What specifically did you see from them today? What kind of plays did you see, and why?
Yeah, I thought I saw. The biggest thing I saw was consistency. The lack of TFLs, which is a big thing that we count. Their tackles for loss was huge. There were some big plays. Chase Hayden had a big play to start off a drive and that scored. And so just stuff, things like that, but more or less consistency and positive yards on first and second down.
Didn't see Dalton Hyatt today, and could you go over guys who might not play in the spring game, like Devois and CJ, and there's probably a handful?
Yeah, we'll know more on CJ probably later today or tomorrow. Dalton has the flu, so we hope to have him back. This kind of ran through a few of our players. Devois, we hope to have him back Thursday and to be back out there practicing and playing some on Saturday. We'll know more tomorrow. I know he's feeling better. We'll see. Drew Vest should be back. Silas is a possibility. It was good to get those guys back out there in green. And, you know, Colton Jackson is out. Went in and had his surgery. It wasn't near what we thought it was, so he'll be back a lot quicker. He'll be back probably in a couple weeks, which is good. Davion McClure is back, so he'll be back out there. But I think for the most part, we're getting a lot of guys back outside of the normal ones that haven't been with us. Anyone else?
I have another running back question for you, because Chase and I guess Jordan Curtis have been kind of the main guys. What have you seen in terms of progression and anybody else that could help for the short term and long term?
Well, you know, I think that we've got some guys that came out there that joined us this spring that have helped us out. They've done a good job. But you know, as they transition and move forward, you know, we'll see. But I think that it's, you know, the reps that Chase has gotten this spring has really benefited him. I think he's had a tremendous spring. I think that he has really picked his game up in some areas that we challenged him with, and you know, from learning pass protection, which he's been very, very sharp with, and understanding the offense a little bit more. But he's done a great job. I've been very proud of Chase. Jordan Curtis, you know, moving from corner to running back, it's been a little bit of a kind of overwhelming at times with him. He's you know, he's been inundated with a lot of information, but has done some good things. We've seen some flashes there, so we'll continue to bring him along. You know, I wish Devois would have been back for the majority of spring, but he's not. You know, again, we'll get Rakeem back in the fall, and we'll go from there. And you know, Monte will be coming in, and we expect him to be ready to play.
Video of Cam Curl kind of getting recognized in front of the team the other day. What was that about, and what kind of spring is he having?
You know, I think he's, as I shared with him, I think he's been one of the top performers this spring, in my opinion, just watching him and his consistent play. I think his from leadership to the way he's performed this spring, even coming back in January, just the way he's approached his day-to-day work coming back in January and then leading into the second quarter of spring ball. Cam is representing this program, and he's doing some really good things right now. And you can just see a complete and overall just a different buy-in with him, and him understanding that he's such a leader now on that defensive side. So I think he's been one of our top performers this spring. There's no doubt, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And then he and Sosa both, because I think both of those guys have been challenged, and they have responded to the challenge. And the challenge has been we've got to have more consistency out of both of you, and they've done that. You know, I'm trying to go back. Did he have the belt? Yeah. Whoever wins the belt, that side of the ball, which he probably either had the most tackles, or he probably had the most turnovers, or caused some turnovers, or he had a big play or two in the practice before, and so he gets to walk in with the belt with me at the end of at the start of a team meeting. So that's probably what it was right there.
Do you plan to have the coordinators in the box on Saturday? Or on the field? No,
we'll be on the field. I'm going to have them on the field. It'll be much like a controlled scrimmage like we've had last Saturday and the Saturdays prior to. It'll be a game setting, but it will be a lot of controlled. There'll be very little special teams. We'll have some, but we'll spot the ball in different areas on the field and get some situational work in. But they'll be on the field.
You tapped John Steven the other day. And if the offense won today, maybe the quarterbacks had good days. Can you speak to what they look like?
Yeah, I thought they both had a really good day. I thought Ben was very comfortable today, and again, his consistent play has just continued to just bring the offense along and progress all the quarterbacks. And so I think the quarterbacks today had a really good day. All of them did. You know, one of the things that we did today was we finished up, we had a big scrimmage on Saturday, so over the last 2 days, we've really challenged our guys through watching the film of things we have to improve on, and how they came out today at practice and was a big response, a big test. And because some of the guys, we did not think that they performed as well Saturday, and so we challenged them, and as you do every week, every day, and those guys came out and they did a really good job of responding, and that's what you would expect and I would expect.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank y'all.